The gripping finale of F1. The Academy delivered an emotional roller coaster as the inaugural season of Formula One's all-female racing series came to a dramatic conclusion in Abu Dhabi. With championship positions on the line, careers hanging in the balance, and the pressure of performing in front of Formula One's biggest stars, the final race weekend showcased both the incredible talent and heartbreaking realities of motorsport's most ambitious female drivers. As the checkered flag fell on the season, some drivers celebrated bright futures, while others faced the devastating possibility that their dreams of reaching Formula One might be slipping away. The episode opens with a gutting moment as we witness Bianca Bustamante, the young Filipino driver who has carried the McLaren colors all season, receiving the news that her journey with the team is coming to an end. "Your journey with McLaren will finish at the end of this season," Susie Wolff, managing director of F1 Academy, tells her in a heart-wrenching call. Bianca, visibly fighting back tears, responds with remarkable composure. "I kinda saw it coming. I do have quite a lot of regrets this season. I wish that I'd done more." The raw emotion in her voice as she acknowledges that it's normal to feel your heart break a little bit provides an immediate reminder of just how high the stakes are for these young women. Racing isn't just a passion but their entire future. Contrasting with Bianca's devastating news is a celebratory graduation for Emirati driver Hamda Qubaisi. "After 7 years of balancing racing and education, every time I had an exam, it was always on a race weekend." She finally completes her degree in records management and archival sciences from Sorbonne University. This juxtaposition beautifully illustrates the precarious balance these drivers must maintain, preparing for life beyond racing, while still pursuing their Formula One dreams. Hamda's father reinforces this reality with his advice. "No matter what in life, you always need to have a plan B." As the drivers prepare for the final race weekend in Abu Dhabi, the dynamics between them reveal both the fierce competition and genuine camaraderie that has developed throughout the season. During a campfire gathering, the women reflect on their journeys together. "Nice to get us all back together for one last time. Some of us are coming back. Some of us aren't," one driver observes, acknowledging the brutal reality that not everyone will continue their Formula One pathway. Leah Block, the rookie rally star and daughter of the late Ken Block, admits her uncertainty about returning. "It's not been confirmed that I'm the Williams driver for next year." The pressure is particularly intense for the hometown hero Hamda Qubaisi, racing at Yas Marina circuit where her father once stood on the podium. "I looked at him like, I want to be also on this podium one day here in Yas," she recalls, the weight of family legacy adding to her determination. For Hamda, this is not just the final race of the season, but potentially her final race in F1 Academy, as she's reached the series' 2-year limit. Meanwhile, Abbi has already secured the championship, but aims to finish her dominant season with another victory, and Doriane fights to secure the runner-up position in the standings. The qualifying session sets up a dramatic final race with Abbi on pole position, Chloe Chambers starting second, and Hamda Qubaisi in third. Bianca Bustamante qualifies an impressive fourth, giving her the opportunity to end her McLaren journey on a high note. However, just before the race, we witness another emotional roller coaster as Bianca receives life-changing news from her manager Daryl. After the disappointment of losing her McLaren seat, she learned she secured a drive in GB3, formerly British Formula 3, with Elite Motorsport, a significant step up the motorsport ladder. Her tearful reaction, "Are you serious?" captures the whiplash nature of a racing driver's life, where devastation can turn to elation in an instant. When the lights go out for the final race, the action is immediate and dramatic. Chloe Chambers makes a brilliant start to take the lead from Abbi, while Bianca Bustamante loses positions after a poor getaway. Just as the race appears to be settling into a rhythm, Chambers makes a crucial error, spinning out of the lead and rejoining unsafely, eventually earning her a penalty that drops her to the back of the field. This mistake hands the lead back to with Hamda Qubaisi now running second and giving chase. Behind them, Doriane starts making moves, overtaking several cars to put herself in contention for a podium that would secure her second place in the championship. The Mercedes driver demonstrates the pace that has made her one of the series' standout performers, closing rapidly on Hamda Qubaisi for second place. "For me, P3 is not enough. I want to finish on a high," declares over the team radio. embodying the competitive spirit that defines these racers. As the laps count down, one of the most intense battles forms between Pin and Qubaisi for second position. For Hamda, holding this position means achieving her dream of standing on the same podium where her father once celebrated. Despite Pin's superior pace, Hamda defends ferociously. "I was determined to give her a really hard time," she later explains. "She's not getting past. This is where I belong." Her engineer urges her on. "Come on, Hamda. Show me the tiger." This battle becomes the emotional centerpiece of the race, with Hamda's family nervously watching from the sidelines as she fights to hold off the charging Mercedes. Against the odds, Hamda successfully defends her position to the checkered flag, crossing the line in second place behind Abbi pulling, with Doriane Pin settling for third. The emotion on Hamda's face as she realizes she's achieved her podium dream at her home race is palpable, as is her father's pride when they embrace after the race. "I'm really proud of her," he says, clearly moved. "That I'll remember for life." This moment transcends sport. It's about a daughter fulfilling a promise made years ago, while watching her father race at the same track. Meanwhile, Bianca Bustamante recovers from her poor start to finish fifth, a respectable result to end her McLaren chapter. Her racing journey is now set to continue in GB3, a significant step up the motorsport ladder that keeps her Formula One dream alive. "Filipinos, we're hard workers. We're passionate, and we make every opportunity count. I've got that in my blood and I've got that advantage," she reflects, her resilience evident despite the emotional roller coaster of the weekend. Then comes a moment of pure joy for Leah Bloch, as she meets with Williams F1 team principal James Vowles. After a season where she's had to adapt from her rally background to single-seater racing, Vowles confirms what she's been hoping to hear. "This is now congratulations. I couldn't be prouder to have you by our side. We do a second year of F1 Academy together." For Bloch, this validation of her hard work and progress is overwhelming. "I'm a rally driver. I came from the dirt, you know? So it's good to know that my hard work is paying off and I'm somewhat good at it," she reflects with characteristic humility. The episode culminates in an emotional gathering where Susie Wolff addresses the class of 2024, celebrating their role in bringing F1 Academy to life. "You are the drivers that brought F1 Academy to life," she tells them, fighting back tears. "I want to keep being bold. Let's show them what we're made of. We're not just a moment. We are a movement." This powerful statement captures the significance of what these women are trying to achieve. Not just personal success, but changing the face of motorsport forever. The scene where Lewis Hamilton makes a surprise appearance at the celebration underscores just how far women's representation in motorsport has come, with one of the sport's biggest stars showing his support for these pioneering drivers. The juxtaposition of established Formula One champions with these aspiring racers creates a powerful visual representation of the pathway these women are trying to forge. Doriane Pin, despite narrowly missing out on second place in the race, secures runner-up in the championship and confirms she'll return to F1 Academy with Mercedes next season. Her determination is unwavering. "I don't like losing," she states simply, her eyes already fixed on challenging Abbi for the championship in 2025. As the season concludes, we're left with the bittersweet reality of motorsport. For every success story, there are dreams deferred or even ended. Some drivers like Hamda Qubaisi have reached the end of their F1 Academy journey after 2 seasons and must now find other pathways in racing. Others, like Leah Bloch and Doriane Pin, have secured their places for another season to continue their development. For Bianca Bustamante, the loss of her McLaren seat is balanced by the exciting opportunity in GB3. And for Abbi Pulling, the champion, her dominant season has positioned her as perhaps the most promising candidate to eventually break through to Formula One itself. The final moments feature the drivers watching highlights from their season, their reactions ranging from laughter to tears as they relive their journey. These human moments, Abbi crying when watching footage of her championship win, Doriane beaming with pride at her overtakes, Hamda celebrating her defensive masterclass, remind us that beneath the helmets and fire suits are young women pursuing extraordinary dreams against enormous odds. What makes the F1 Academy finale so compelling is how it captures both the incredible progress these women have made and the mountain still left to climb. As Susie Wolff points out, no woman has competed in Formula One since 1976, But through initiatives like F1 Academy, that barrier may finally be broken. I've driven a Formula One car, and fast. I know it's possible, and I want to see a young woman on that grid, she declares with conviction. The episode ends with a poignant reminder of the ultimate goal. When asked if we'll see Abbi pulling in Formula One someday, she smiles and simply says, "I hope so." This humble yet determined response encapsulates the spirit of these pioneering drivers. They're not demanding seats based on gender, but working tirelessly to earn them through talent, dedication, and results. As the F1 Academy's first season concludes, it leaves viewers with a powerful sense that the question isn't if a woman will return to Formula One, but when and which of these remarkable drivers will be the one to break that barrier.